What is happening? I'm N64 Josh, and this is another content creation tip. And today we're going to talk about a piece of gear called the Stream Deck. A lot of you are probably familiar with the Stream Deck, and as you can see on the screen here, this is how you configure it. So I'm gonna let you guys know the way this video just started was by me pressing this button right here, the news button. Let's open it up and take a look, shall we? So when I press this button, this helps. Before I get into it, this helps add production value to my videos that I do live on Twitch. And so when I press this button, here's what happens. I've created this multi-action. Okay, so what happens is I have a blank OBS scene. It's just a black screen. There's no elements to it whatsoever. Okay, and then OBS sits on that screen for 2 seconds. I have a 2-second delay. All right, there's a 2-second delay. Then it opens up to what I have called my my news scene, which is it's my YouTube intro. I'm sorry. Let me go back. The scene is my YouTube intro. YouTube intro. The entire title of this button is news. Okay. So my YouTube intro, which you just saw a little bit ago, that little purple with me coming in all digitized, select, start, whatever, right? That's my intro. So that starts at the exact same time OBS starts recording. Okay, so while I'm live, I press this button, black screen, 2 seconds, my intro plays, OBS starts recording my video. That intro goes for 8 seconds, all right? And in the intro, on OBS, I've adjusted that volume so that it's perfect. Now, if you're wondering, well, how does this stuff work? Well, it's all based on scenes. So I have a scene that is my intro, my YouTube intro, and that's what plays. Okay. And so then OBS will start recording. All right, that's what you see here. That's what's happening. I'm currently recording. The 8-second delay, and then after that delay, it moves to whatever scene I've chosen. Which for when I do news, I'm typically looking at websites, at articles. So I have my monitor just showcasing the news that I'm on. That's the scene I've created, and then you can see me chatting. Right now, if I do like most of these content creation videos, I use my chatting setting where it just places me in this background right here. Right? That's where you guys will typically see me recording these content creation tips videos. But for the sake of the working with the Stream Deck here, I wanted you guys to see how to configure it, how I have mine configured. So what will happen is if I go back, I have it in a folder here, and you see how these have a green button. That means that's that's action 1, right? And now it's waiting to complete, and it will press the record button again, essentially stopping the recording, and the video will end. So I want to let you guys know why the Stream Deck. What are some of the important, things that you can do within this. So here we go. There's the opening page for my Stream Deck. When my computer turns on, this is what I see. This is my home page, if you will. I have an OBS button. I can click that, opens OBS. I click this Twitch button right here. It opens directly to my Twitch dashboard. Okay. I can open Discord. I can open GarageBand. I can also open Streamlabs. I'm not using that yet. Now, this right here goes to the Smash Bros podcast. This is the Nintendo Powercast, the Mario Maker podcast. I sometimes do first looks. So I'll show you a few things that I have in here, though. My starting soon slide. Okay. So when I hit this slide, music starts playing. There's a it starts the stream. It mutes my microphone. I can show you. All right. So I have the soundboard playing some music. I have a start screen that I have created with a bunch of different GIFs and Mario dancing around. It starts my stream, and then it mutes my mic. Okay? Then, now I created this before they set it up to have a second action to finish up. So I just press it again. It doesn't stop the stream, but it stops my audio. And then I go, the next button I press is my intro, which that just plays a video that I've created saying, you know, it's got some goofy music that I've made. And so I intro my streams with that. It's just something that's a little production value. It's just kind of fun. And it doesn't take a ton of work. So, hey, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate it. So after that, after the intro plays, I will go into the main stream, and I will unmute my microphone, and I will hit either chatting or gameplay, depending on how we're going to start. All right. Now, let's say something funny happens on the stream. Well, I have Duck Hunt right there, that multi-action. Here's what happens. This guy right here, he starts laughing, right? So if somebody makes a joke, or if I die or I do something dumb, I will play this guy laughing, and then in order to stop it, I just press it again. It makes his audio go away, and then I'll hit gameplay or chatting, right? And now I'm back. Now I'm back here. I'm back here. If somebody raids, you know, I have a button. I have the hype party. Now I'm not gonna press it right now because the music will play forever. But it's right here. All right. If this is kind of funny, if I die in a way that's really frustrating, I can be like, not like this, not like this, right? So that's just a GIF that I've added to. I've just added that scene to my my Stream Deck here. So as far as like the podcast goes, when I'm podcasting, this folder right here, after we've started the show, and even the way I start the show, just to give you guys an idea, if you want a little behind the scenes, I have OBS, I have GarageBand set up, and I just have to have my mouse. I have to click GarageBand, just click it anywhere. I have my mouse resting on it, and then I have if I press my this right here, this is the start button. It gets my intro movie playing, it gets the music playing, it starts OBS recording, and it starts GarageBand recording all at once. All at once. So it's very handy. Also here, I can tweet. I can just hit a button that I'm live, and there's a picture attached to it. I think it's the GIF of Mario and Luigi dancing that you can see right here. So there's a lot of just like you can set this up to take care of a lot for you, right? During the podcast, when I'm like, you know, we're getting ready to get to the announcements, I'll play this.
Hey, listen.
Right? I've got a bunch of different sound effects here. A Mario pipe. Right? We're getting ready to wrap up. We want to end the show. And these are just different sound effects that I've grabbed, put on my computer, and then you can use a soundboard right here, as you can see, the soundboard, and just add these different files, and it works smooth. It works great. So again, just things you can do to add production value to, like, if you have a podcast, you have, you know, your live streams. But here's the other thing. You can mess with your camera angles, right? So right now, if I'm being snarky or I want to, like, you know, like, who knows, maybe I'm trolling somebody just being funny. Oh, I can do like a close up, you know, I can close up. I'm using the same camera. I've just adjusted the camera angle for the stream, and you know, you can play with this all you want. You can you can make your eyes really big if you want to, you know, just stare into their soul, right? It's just one of the many things. You could have two cameras. If you have two cameras set up, you could do camera 1 and camera 2. I mean, the possibilities, there's so many. There's so many. So and again, like the different scenes, you know, I just switched to that close up. I've got gameplay. I have the desktop here, right? So and I've set this right here. This is a multi-action. That's just a GIF that works as a transition screen. Okay, I can hit it again, and now I'm back here, and it just gives me something between scenes. Now in my Mario Maker streams, I mean, none of the cameras are set up right for this right now, but like I set up different sound effects, the way Mario moves in and out of the I'll just show you real quick. Right, and then that was the overlay I was using at the time. Again, there's another one, but I don't have these cameras set up currently, so I can go back to my desktop here with this. But again, it's the power of the Stream Deck, and again, right here, just to show you real quick how to do it, because you may be wondering, well, I don't really understand this. You grab multi-action, you put it here. This is where you start building your, you know, you put a scene in, right? You pick which scene you want. That's all the different scenes I have built in OBS. And then, so you pick that scene, and then do you need a delay? You know, you want it to be on screen for 2 seconds and then switch to the next scene. Well, you just grab delay right here, place it in. All right. You set your, you know, you want a 2-second delay, 2000 milliseconds. There you go. Now it's gonna, in 2 seconds, it'll switch to another scene. Okay, you want it to start recording. Well, that's right here. Drop it in. It'll play this scene, and in 2 seconds, it'll start recording. Maybe you want to record that scene. Well, you can record it above, like I did for this news section or the just chatting, whatever. I wanted to go to a black screen, then have it start recording, then have the scene start, right? So that it's, because as I was messing with it, I could see myself like pushing the buttons, and then it would be recording and it would be fading out while I'm still pushing buttons. I didn't want that. So I have that 2 seconds before I start recording set up ahead of time. Here's what's great. So we're gonna back out of this. Once you build some of this stuff, like I'm gonna delete this one, but this just chatting one and the desktop one and the gameplay one, they're all three the same thing. This is how I start my different videos. If I'm doing a Nintendo News Minute, you know, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna hit news. That's what we're recording on right now. If I'm doing a first look, or we're making a video in game with gameplay, then that's what I'm gonna use, is this first look one. And you can name these whatever you want. And then if I'm going to be doing just the content creation tips, or we're just chatting, then I will use this one. You can just copy and paste, right? Copy, paste. I can get in here now. I can modify this how I want to. And so it's very quick, very intuitive, and it gives you so much power and the ability to really get creative with your streams and kind of have some fun. And so there'll be times I'll be out running, I'll be out walking, whatever. I'm like, oh, I need to add this, or I want to do this. And it takes some work, but you'd be surprised with how much you can do, and how much fun you can have with this, and just adds a new level of interaction and production value, like I said. So you got questions about the Stream Deck, let me know down below. If you're still here watching this, I'm going to be talking about microphones, cameras, capture cards. We're going to get into all this stuff, because I know I get these questions all the time. So I do have a question from chat right now. It says, the soundboard stuff, does it play through desktop audio on OBS? Yes, it does. it plays through desktop. So you will be able to hear it too, depending on how you have your your headphones set up or whatever. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, you have questions about content creation, let me know in the comments. I want to answer your questions directly as I'm making these videos daily. All right. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.